everybody, this is T with Kate's Crafty Closet, and today I have another tag in my Christmas 2019 tag series. This one is really fun to make. I really enjoy doing this one, so let's go ahead and get started making this. So the first thing I went ahead and did is I grabbed some paper from this Tim Holtz paper pad. I think this is a Christmas pad I picked up last year. I'll do the best that I can to link the products that I use in today's video. So I just chose this wood grain paper. Here it is right here. And this is 3 inches by 4, 3 inches by 4 inches? Yeah, 3 by 4. And then I went ahead and cut out a 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 piece of Nina Desert Storm 100-pound cardstock because I want to give a little bit of stability and be able to have some place to write a message on. So the first thing let's go ahead and do is I'm just going to put, actually the first thing I'm going to do is, I should not remember this from last time, I'm going to use my angle punch from We Are Memory Keepers, and I'm going to do the large angle on both of the cardstocks. Okay, so we got that one. And we got this one. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some double-sided tape onto the back of this. Just to make it a little bit easier to adhere down so I can work with the other things that we're going to end up gluing onto the front of our tag here. And I'm just going to trim that off, that excess of that went onto the side of it. I'm just going to use my little pokey tool from Sizzix and Tim Holtz, and I'm going to move that release paper off of the back of that cardstock. Okay, and then we go, and then we're just going to adhere that to the Desert Storm cardstock. Do the best that I can to kind of line things up onto that tag. So I'm going to go with, that's going to work for me, and just adhere it down. Okay, and then we're just going to go ahead in with our hole punch and go ahead and hole punch this. Do the best that I can to center it. And then I'm going to take some of these metallic reinforcers that I have. I'm not really, just whatever one I grab is totally 100% fine, okay with me. This just gives that area where we'll put some elastic on it to have a little bit more stability so it doesn't rip on us too easily, right? Okay, so we have that done. And the next thing I'm going to do, I have like a pine chenille stem. And basically what I'm going to do is I have a salt shaker right here. I'm just going to, that's going to basically give me my circle, my perfect little circle on that. And I'm just going to let it do its thing. And then I'm just going to trim it off with my scissors. Hopefully I can find my good pair of scissors that will actually cut. I thought I had them up here, and I know I did. It's a matter of what did I do with them, because I don't want to grab any of my other scissors and ruin them. So let me see, what did I do with those scissors? It's like crazy how you can lose stuff on your desk so easily and so often. Like I really do it all the time. That it's like the struggle is real. So I'm just going to try to cut them with these right here. Yeah, okay, it worked. So I just want to basically let that give its own natural little circle going on there. And what I'm going to do is shape it a little bit. And then I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue on there to kind of hold it together. And I'm not concerned too much if it get too much glue onto the top of that, because we're going to put that bow on there. So I'm going to hold this in place and pray for the best that I don't burn my fingers. Okay, and give that a moment to grab, and then once I know it's a little bit cooler, I'll give it some pressure so that it will at least will stay on there a little bit better. And it's like, yes, that's hot. And of course I got some on my mat. Good thing that's why I use that glass mat, because it comes up rather easily. All right, so I'm pretty secure in the way it's shaped and all of that. All right, so the next thing I'm going to come in and do is, I have these little holly berries, and they're wired and they're double-ended. So basically I'm just going to put them on there, and I'm going to wrap them around this pine needle chenille stem, and then we can kind of place them where we want to onto the little wreath. So I'm going to kind of go there, and I'm going to grab another one and go down here at 6 o'clock. So I'm going to do it at 3, 6, and 9 o'clock on the wreath, because at 12 o'clock we're going to have our bow. So, and like I said, I'm just wrapping these around because they already got wire, and just, again, we can kind of place them where we want, and we can always change that up if we want to. And then the last one, and these I picked up as well, the pine needle chenille stem and the little holly berries at Hobby Lobby. But I'll do the best that I can to link link the products that I use in today's video. If I can find these anywhere online, I may not be able to. Okay. Oops, we came unglued. That's okay. I'm gonna move the berries down, and then we'll add a little bit more glue back on there. And like I said, that top piece to hold it together is gonna be like full of glue, and it's okay. Don't stress that out because it's gonna be covered up anyway. So I'm not stressing it out. So now I'm gonna do my best to press it down and hold it in place until it grabs. Okay? Then I'll take up that glue so it doesn't too much surface there. Okay? To the side, and then I have a little bow that I've made. That berry is probably they're a little bit too high, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and put I normally wouldn't put hot glue on paper, but it'll take a long time if I use any kind of glue on this and adhere it to this wreath. So I'm just going to use the hot glue because it is quicker. Okay, and then we have some of that little, I call them hot glue boogers. You can always trim those off with scissors if they get in the way too much or they're showing outside of the project, but we'll know a little bit more once we get this onto the tag itself. Okay, so there we have that. Now we can come back in with our little tag piece, and we can kind of look and see placement. So I'm going to go a little bit down here, and this are some Tim Holtz Ideology flashcards. I probably picked these up last year, and this is the word joy that's in it. So I trimmed it down, and then I used that angle punch again, and the small angle I cut them. So basically we're going to put that into the center of it, so we have a word, and there's different words in there. You can use whichever ones you want. And I'm just going to put a piece of tear and tape or double-sided tape on here, and that way it's quick as far as adhering it down, and we don't have to wait for anything to dry. So I'm going to place that, and you can add other embellishments too. It's like, this is just kind of what I had on hand. I'm going to catty corner it like that, and there we go, we have that. Then I'm going to put hot glue onto the back of this. Like, I'm not gonna do a whole like a whole lot all over it, but certain areas I'll be a little bit more heavy than other areas, just so it holds. Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and put it on top of our tag and kind of give it as much centered as we possibly can. Hold it. I'm going to give it a little bit of pressure in the areas that I can, and that pretty much covers that part. Then I have a piece of, this is like some elastic that I picked up from Michael's, and I'm just going to cut a 14-inch piece, and then we'll put it onto our tag, and then we'll pretty much will be done with our tag. Like, super simple, super easy, super fun, and really kind of cool looking. It's like I've been actually putting a lot of my tags that I've been making onto my tree, and then when I need them for a gift, I just take them off my tree so I don't lose them and misplace them, which is I have a tendency to do, especially in my craft room. So this, I like the elastic because it gives a little give to it. But that is our tag for today. Pretty easy, pretty cool. So I want to thank you for joining me today. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And make sure, if you haven't done so already, you hit that subscribe button. And also, when that notification bell pops up, go ahead and hit that so you can get notified each and every time I upload a video to YouTube. And thank you all again for joining me, and have a crafty day, y'all.